Double Verify's Global Chief Commercial Officer, Julie Edelman, as our subject matter expert today. Julie will discuss the importance of establishing quality media and shopper marketing campaigns, along with the steps advertisers should take to ensure their campaigns are protected while maximizing effectiveness of media spend. Thank you for being here, Julie. Over to you.
Hi, I'm Julie Edelman from Double Verify and proud member of the Path to Purchase Institute Hall of Fame for my time leading shopper marketing and media at Procter & Gamble. Double Verify pioneered the practice of digital verification beginning in 2008 with the aim of safeguarding advertisers' media investment. Our mission today is to make the digital advertising ecosystem stronger, safer, and more secure. So how does that work in practice? Consider the oranges shown here. These oranges represent what advertisers think they're buying. But unfortunately, what we get doesn't always turn out to match what we've ordered. Unprotected advertisers lose an estimated $66 billion to ad fraud each year. 1 out of every 2 global marketers is concerned about brand safety, and more than 40% of all digital ads are never seen. All marketers want their campaigns to be successful, but what drives success? Often people think performance equates to success and gear their campaigns towards clicks or conversions alone. But performance must be built on a foundation of quality. Think about those yucky, moldy oranges. An ad that doesn't have a chance to be seen, or one that isn't seen by a human, or one that runs besides unsuitable content is not likely to drive business results. That is why we established a baseline of quality media across all media buys, and doing that with including shopper marketing campaigns is absolutely critical. There are 4 main components of quality. First, ads must be free of fraud. Next, they have to serve in a brand safe and suitable environment, meaning the content of the page aligns with the brand's values. Then, an ad actually has to be viewable to make an impact. And finally, ads must serve in the intended geography. This final component, geo, is particularly important for shopper marketing campaigns that are looking to drive customers in stores. To make sure that all ads are free of fraud, viewable, and serve against suitable content in the intended geo, Double Verify pioneered the DV Authentic Ad over 6 years ago. The Authentic Ad is an MRC-accredited metric that many of the world's biggest advertisers use as the currency to ensure that they are getting the inventory that they've paid for. Quality is a huge component of digital media. But shopper marketing, because it's often treated separately, is not always subject to the same scrutiny. The Authentic Ad works across buying platforms, including retail media networks, devices, formats, and content types, to give you one common metric that covers all of your buys, meaning there's no reason why your shopper marketing campaigns shouldn't benefit from the same protections as all of your other campaigns. To understand how the Authentic Ad works, consider the following. Retail campaigns often look to viewability as a proxy for performance. Across Double Verify campaigns, the retail vertical actually has high video and display viewability rates. 75% of DV measured retail video campaigns are viewable, and 69% of DV measured display campaigns are viewable. This is a big deal because the IAB threshold for viewability is 70%. That means, according to the IAB, 70% of the impressions you're buying should be viewable. For a display impression to be considered viewable, at least half of the ad must be in view for at least 1 second. For a video ad, this jumps to 2 seconds. Retail is close to that threshold for display, and it's exceeding the threshold for video, which matters. Hitting 75% video viewable rates are not easy. And viewability certainly is an important metric, but it's one of 4 quality metrics, each of which is critical. A focus on viewability alone, when it's used as a proxy for performance, can actually be detrimental. In fact, quality can get lost in the race to conversion. Consider the following example. This major telecom client wanted to maximize viewable rates to drive conversions. At the beginning of the campaign, they had a 0.051% conversion rate. Only 42%, less than half of the impressions were viewable. 18% were not brand safe, and 9% were afflicted by fraud. When this advertiser began optimizing for viewability only, they did manage to increase their viewability rate to 57%. But the rate of fraud and brand safety violations also increased to 21% and 23% respectively. When this happened, their conversion rate actually dropped to 0.049%. Once this advertiser began optimizing to the DV authentic ad, which holistically considers all components of quality, viewability rose to 59%. The fraud rate dropped to 1%, and the brand safety violations fell to under 1%. And as quality improved, so did conversions. The conversion rate increased to 0.068%, and the brand saw an amazing 28% lift on ROI. Quality is a major concern for advertisers. As we discussed earlier, ad fraud steals an estimated $66 billion from unprotected advertisers each year. Ensuring quality is the reason why DoubleVerify was founded. We're here to preserve and protect the fair exchange in the digital marketplace. Let's compare fraud rates across the entire advertising ecosystem versus DoubleVerify clients. Recent estimates place fraud in the open web as high as 20%. That means 1 out of every 5 impressions serves to non-human activity. For retail DV clients, much of this fraud is eliminated through pre-bid protections. So by the time somebody actually bids on the ad, most of that fraud is gone. In fact, DV retail clients see only 1.3% measured ad fraud activity, most of which is further blocked by post-bid protections. That is why it's so important for advertisers to be covered end-to-end against wasted spend due to non-human activities. But when we look at brand safety and suitability infractions, we actually see that retail is experiencing higher violation rates across both publisher direct and programmatic buys. In fact, retail campaigns see a 26% higher brand suitability violation rate on publisher direct buys compared with all other DoubleVerify advertisers, and a 29% higher rate on programmatic buys. There are 2 reasons why we think that this is likely happening. First, as we discussed earlier, retail campaigns often focus on viewability as the proxy for performance. Instead, it's really important to optimize towards all the quality metrics. And retail campaigns and shopper marketing campaigns in particular can often have more stringent brand safety and suitability settings. Many shopper marketing campaigns are family-oriented, which means that their brand suitability needs are going to be far different than, say, a gaming company. Making sure you run on suitable content is critical and should not be overlooked. Consumers take brand suitability violations very seriously, and nearly 90% believe that it's a brand's responsibility to ensure that they are running on safe content. Importantly, these kind of incidents can have real consequences. 2/3 of consumers say that they would actually stop using a brand if it appeared beside false, objectionable, or inflammatory content. So how can you prevent quality infractions caused by ad fraud, brand safety, and suitability incidents? Verify everywhere. DoubleVerify's suite of post-bid solutions ensures that you are paying for fraud-free, brand-safe, viewable, and in-geo inventory. In other words, the inventory that you intended to purchase in the first place. By verifying your media spend across channels, platforms, and types, you can protect your brand equity so that ads are shown in a relevant environment that aligns with your brand's values. This also helps stop media waste by making certain that your ad dollars are spent on real humans who are primed for purchase. It drives ROI by maximizing your working media spend so that you run on the highest quality inventory. And DoubleVerify's tagged-based solutions offers streamlined execution. The setup is simple. And if your brand's already working with us, all you need to do is to add another campaign to marry the shopper marketing buys with your existing buys. Thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure joining you. Should you have any concerns, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My email is julie.edelman@doubleverify.com, or you can reach out to sales@doubleverify.com, and someone will get back with you right away. Thanks, and have a great rest of the afternoon.
Thank you, Julie. We really appreciate all your expertise and insight. Now back to you, Jesse.